So I'm here at Gulfstream Village with Laura Doyle, best-selling New York Times author, and Gladys, who works with Heart's Desire. Laura, can you tell us a little bit about Heart's Desire and what it can do for women in South Florida?
Absolutely. The whole reason I'm here in South Florida is because there's an amazing program here, Heart's Desire, to give women the tools that lead to lifelong romance. Every woman can have an amazing romance if she has the right tools, and there's a terrific program to get them here, and Gladys is part of the company that does that. Heart's Desire has workshops here, and we've got a lot of success stories of single women who have attracted and married the man that was right for them, and also for wives who have transformed their relationship completely into the relationship of their dreams.
So Gladys, can you tell us a little bit about this program? Is it like a few hours or a couple of days?
We actually offer different services. We have our one-day workshop where we give the women all of the principles in one day, a full day of workshops, and then we give them follow-up coaching and have conversations with them to make sure that they are able to apply the principles that we present to them. And we also have longer workshops that run over the course of anywhere from 8 to 10 weeks, and we give the women a couple of principles at a time. They go out into their lives, they practice the principles, and then we come back and we give them on-the-spot group coaching and just continue their relationship with them and help them to create the relationship they've always dreamed of, help them to form the habits that exactly.
Now, I know Laura has applied those principles to her life because she created them, but Gladys, is this something that you have benefited from personally yourself?
Definitely. I actually got involved in the work because I was asked by my sister, who's also my business partner, to be a married mentor for the single women, because we started doing the single workshops, and I knew that in order for me to do that, I needed to be practicing what I was preaching. So I started reading the book, The Surrendered Wife, and started applying the principles in my own marriage. And I thought I had a pretty great marriage, but when Laura says that we really help women transform their relationships, an already happy marriage it exceeded my wildest dreams. And so I'm actually I have to pinch myself sometimes.
And you're still happily married, I'm assuming.
Fantastically happily married.
Hear her husband talk about Gladys.
That's wonderful.
Other women say, I want to take your program because I want my husband to talk about me like Rick talks about Gladys.
Now, will it help ladies to read Surrendered Wife and or Surrendered Single before they take the program, or should you be doing them concurrently, or you can do either or?
It absolutely helps them. Yeah, no. It's great to get introduced to all the tools. The difference is that sometimes just reading something doesn't transform your life. So what we do is offer a lot more support so that it's not just getting information, it's getting transformation.
Yeah, it really helps to have a coach sometimes. I've worked with a life coach before on other things,
Yes,
and it just kind of makes you accountable and it makes you do your homework.
absolutely.
And so can you tell us a little bit about, the time frame? Do you offer these every month? How much it costs? Where can we find out more about it?
Okay, so we usually offer 2 single workshops a year and 2, we call them the relationship ones now, because it started for wives, but then girlfriends started saying, we need this before we get married. So we started allowing girlfriends to come to the workshops, there's different prices. It depends on the program, because obviously a program that runs a little bit longer is going to cost a little bit more.
What's the average?
The average cost would be about $225 average. And then there's also the services of coaching, because you can have the group coaching that comes with the workshop, but you can also hire one of us to be your one-on-one coach.
I just want to throw in that it's really a unique thing that South Florida has this at all. The whole rest of the country does not have anything like what we have here in Miami with Heart's Desire. So if you're struggling with your existing relationship, if you're a girlfriend, you're trying to get to where you're a wife. If you're a wife and you're just feeling like, the thrill is gone, or if you're single and just wondering why the heck that still is. You're a good catch. Why are you still single?
Yeah, I know. I'm going to have to take this one, right, Laura?
This is phenomenal question, because they keep stats. We measure success in relationships formed, and then marriages, and then we have surrendered babies.
We do. We have a couple of our girlfriends got married and became wives, and they're now having babies, and it transforms your whole family. And really, one of the bonuses, we tell people you come for your relationship, but this really does transform your life, because you can take these principles into the workplace. You can take these principles into your relationship with family. family members that maybe not be working because you've been trying to change them for 20 years. And now you can learn how to love and accept them and have a wonderful breakthrough in the world of just relationships, period, not just...
That's something that Laura and I talked about on the radio show the other day, that it's not just about romantic relationships. These are principles that you can apply to all your relationships, with letting go and compassion and surrender. They're really great principles. And
usually you can't pigeonhole a breakthrough. When you have a breakthrough, it impacts every area of your life. And we really are about working with the ladies that we work with so that they have the life they've always dreamed of, and that includes the relationship.
So where can we find out more about your books, Laura? Give us a URL.
You can go to lauradoyle.org, as in orgasms.
And where can we find out more about Heart's Desire?
You can come on Facebook. You can look up Sweet Surrender Workshops for information about girlfriends and wives. And then we also have the Surrender Single Circle on Facebook. And you can look under South Florida because we usually have that in our name, in the things that we post. And you can also look, my sister and I, Michelle Rosa, is the one who leads the Surrendered Singles workshops, and I'm Gladys Diaz, and I do the Surrender Wives.
That's Michelle Rosa, R-O-Z-A?
R-O-Z-A.
And Gladys Diaz.
Gladys Diaz.
All right, thank you, ladies.
Thanks for having us.
You're welcome.